Namaste. In my last video, I had spoken about Mahavatar Babaji and how we went to his cave in Dronagiri and we meditated there, and how difficult it was to find our way in 2008. All that I had spoken. Now this is a sequel to that. In 2008, we found his cave, we meditated there, we were very happy, and I had spoken about my experience there. The next year in 2009, the person from Delhi, Mr. Brijesh and his wife, they had taken us to Babaji's cave. So the next year he contacted me and said, ma'am, if you see in the website of Kriya Yoga people, they are the people who are maintaining the cave there. He said, they have written a lot about Babaji, and it is written that he stayed there in Dronagiri for quite some time. He meditated in that cave, and after that he went to Badrinath, and even today his energy can be felt there. There is a cave in Badrinath where he was staying for some time, and a picture also was there in the website, and he had sent me the picture. In that picture there are two waterfalls, and in the middle there is a cave. You can see it in the picture. So that is the cave which they mentioned. He said, so this is the cave they have mentioned. Why don't we go to Badrinath and see if we can get some more information or some more energy or some more blessings from Babaji. So first I was a bit reluctant. I said, I don't know whether we'll be able to find him there, because I could not believe that in 2009 he would still be available there just next to the temple. It was very close to the Badrinath temple. I was not sure about that. But anyway, the heart always says, let's try. So that search is there. When the seeking is there within you, you don't want to stop anywhere. So I said, okay, fine, let us go. So again from Chennai I went to Delhi. From Delhi, that couple took me to Rishikesh, Swami Dayanand Saraswati Ashram again. We stayed there, and the next day we left from there and we went to Badrinath. Once we reached Badrinath, I think we reached on the second day, and then we stayed there in a place. We found a place to stay, and we started inquiring about Babaji again. Mahavatar Babaji, do you know anything about him? Nobody knew much about him, and when we said Babaji, they were all again asking us which Babaji, because there are so many siddhas you can see there, so many sannyasis you can see there. There are people who are sitting and meditating. There are people with ash all over their body. In Badrinath, it's very common, you can see. So there are so many of them everywhere that people there do not understand when we ask about Mahavatar Babaji. So then we tried talking to them. Nobody was able to give us any proper information. Then the restaurant owner, or maybe the caretaker, we spoke to him, and he said, for this kind of information, you should not be asking the younger people here. You should ask somebody who is very old. So he may have some information. Then we said, now how do we find somebody like that? Then he said, the owner of the restaurant, the owner's father is about almost 90 years old. He will come in the evening at 4 o'clock. Till then you can go around and see the place and come back, and then you can talk to him. So we said, all right. So we said, let us go around and see the place. We visited the temple, of course. Then we said the rest of it. Then many of you who have been to Badrinath must be knowing Mana village is there. That is supposed to be the last village of India. So we walked towards that village, and there is a tea shop there, the last tea shop of India. After that it is Tibet. So as we moved to that village, we saw the Ganesh temple, and a little further up we saw the Vyas Gufa, the Vyasa Rishi. He stayed there, he meditated there in that cave, and it is believed that he wrote Mahabharata there only, so many thousands of years ago. And just next to that you can see the Saraswati river flowing, and it is also believed, it is said that when Vyasa was reciting the Mahabharata and Ganesh was writing it, Ganesh could not hear him because of the noise made by the Saraswati river. So Ganesh complains to sage Vyasa, and he says, I am unable to hear you because of the noise made by Saraswati. So the sage gets very annoyed, and he shouts at Saraswati and says, you become quiet. Why are you making so much noise? And after this point, nobody will see you. You will become absolutely quiet. You will disappear. So that is what happens actually when you go there. not only that this is written in places there, but you start sensing that all this could have happened there, that feeling is there. And you can see Saraswati there. That is the only place where you actually see the Saraswati roaring away. But after that she becomes very calm and then she almost disappears. It is believed that she runs below Yamuna. So that's how it is. So we went to the Vyasar cave. We sat there and meditated. Again, the energy is beautiful there. And of course, we saw the last tea shop. We had a tea there. And then across the Saraswati river, there is a huge rock, one rock. It's called the Beam Pull. It is believed that when Draupadi was trying to cross the river and it was too big for her, she was not able to cross. Bhima just pushed one rock to make a bridge for her so that she can walk over it. And that is still there today, and it is called the Beam Pull. And we also walked over that rock to reach the other side of Saraswati. And believe me, when you stand on that rock and you try to sense, you can actually feel that all this has happened. That feeling is so clear, you can really, very tangible. So we had all these experiences, and then by the evening we came back to the restaurant, and then sure enough, after a little while, that elderly person came, and all three of us went to him and we spoke to him. We explained to him the purpose of our visit, and we said, can you give us some information about Babaji? Then he looked at us like that and said, you came all the way from Chennai looking for Babaji? Then we said, yes. He said, but why did you all travel so far? We said, why? He said, you can see him wherever you are. If you call him with your heart, wherever you are, he will come. You do not have to travel so far. Believe me, this is a lesson which all of us need to know. That is why I am speaking to you about it. It's not that we do not know. We definitely know that we can sit anywhere and meditate, call upon a God, call upon a Siddha, and definitely they come and we receive their blessings. And I have experienced it so much. With the Babaji's picture in 97-98, the one which I got at that time, I have meditated for hours and felt his presence. But in spite of that, my seeking had not stopped. So is it possible to see him? Is it possible to get some more experience? So that seeking was the one which was making me travel, which was making me go around looking for him. But when this elderly gentleman asked us this question, I became absolutely silent. And then I told this couple with me, I said, see, my seeking stops here. Babaji is always there with us. Wherever we are, we can meditate and we can call him with our heart and he will just be there with us. So here we said namaste to that gentleman and we returned from there. So this is sometimes to learn a lesson like this, we have to take all that effort and travel so much. Only then the lesson sinks in. The fact may be known, but the lesson sinks in only when you have your own experience. So I thought I'll share this with you all, and some of my spiritual experiences I will be sharing in the following videos. Please watch.